dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuki, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back with another Patrick CC. We got Twitch won't exist in 7 years. The self-sabotage of a live stream empire. Do you believe that, though?
You know something? I ain't never thought about it. I honestly have never said in like this ain't gonna last that long. It's never come across my mind.
Because the only reason why I'm like, can it? Because most platforms, when it's the first, it's either gonna still be around or it do collapse.
Or it does. Yeah, it's 50-50.
Let's say
that's
this.
With anything.
YouTube's one it's like the first video sharing platform. Mm-hmm. They're still around. I'm sure a lot of people thought YouTube at one point was gonna crash. Mm-hmm. They were gonna burn out, and then think about WorldStar fell off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We remember the peak days of WorldStar, watching WorldStar fights and all that. Yeah. But I think the problem with WorldStar is they never gave the platform like YouTube did to allow creators to monetize. Mm-hmm. They made buku money off of people, and people would upload videos and share their videos, and they would just upload them and make all this money, but you would not make money.
Right,
and I think, but Twitch, with them being such a conglomerate, it can either stay the course, because you're going to have a lot of other platforms try to compete and try to go in on the wave. Yeah. It's going to be one platform to take over, or they all are still going to be under Twitch. So, with that being said, we might find out some things. Make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want to first support, all you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
liking it with a thumbs up.
Fast, man. I would like to see some people or hear some thoughts from people who actually are consistent on Twitch. And,
that's the thing, yeah.
We're not on there yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, did you want to say something before we get in?
No, let's just go.
Twitch has been on a steady decline for the past 2 years, and they have no idea how to fix it. They are potentially losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, laying off hundreds of employees, banning some of their most important creators, implementing useless features, and are constantly proving how little they know or care about the live streaming community. Twitch has been the biggest live streaming platform for the better part of a decade, but there is some competition on the horizon. Although it wouldn't take much for YouTube to put Twitch out of their misery, it's very likely that their collapse will come from their own self-sabotage. First and foremost...
Well, let me say this real quick. Reason why YouTube would never take over and kill Twitch with the live streaming thing, because YouTube got the biggest problem with the creators that YouTube has. Like, the reason that...
Guidelines.
It's not just the guidelines, because all platforms have guidelines more most. No.
The what?
The copyright thing.
Okay,
Music copyright is one of the biggest problems YouTube have. That reason why people are so comfortable being on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my own thing. You got something you want to say?
No, we'll keep going. I'll save it for later.
It's very likely that their collapse will come from their own self-sabotage. First and foremost, Twitch's financial stability is confusing, and although they reported $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022, it's unclear how much of that, if any, was profit. However, there are a lot of implications that suggest the company is struggling to be in the green. Twitch's 4 ways of making money are through subscribers, who pay $5 a month to get an ad-free experience, as well as other small benefits. In-app purchases, which include bits, a digital currency that users can purchase to donate to streamers. Partnerships with brands and sponsors, and of course, the number one, advertising. We don't know how many total paid subscribers there are on Twitch. I did find this metric from Stream Hatchet that says in April of 2021, Twitch had 8.7 million subscribers, where 43% of them were Amazon Prime subs. A Prime subscriber is someone who gets an ad-free experience for $0 since they already have an Amazon Prime membership, because Amazon owns Twitch. Therefore, Twitch doesn't make any money on that sub. In fact, you could argue they are losing money since viewers are paying $0 and not getting ads, and and Twitch has to pay creators $1 and some change for that Prime sub. Anyways, this graph indicates that in the month of April, Twitch had 4.7 million paid subscribers, times $5, which is $23.5 million, times 12 months average, which would be about $282 million in sub revenue in 2021. But Twitch on average receives between 30 and 50% of that money, because for affiliate streamers, Twitch takes 50%, or $2.50 of the $5 subscriber price, and for partners, they take 30%, or $1.50 of the $5. So if we favor the high end of 50%, that would equal $141 million in subscriber revenue that goes to Twitch. But if Stream Hatchet's estimation of Twitch only having 4.7 million paid subscribers per month is wrong, and they actually have around 10 to 20 million paid subscribers per month, that would bring Twitch's cut between $300 and $600 million per year. Some people argue that Twitch taking a 50% cut of sub revenue is just an act of greed, because most of their money comes from advertising. Now, $141 to $600 million is nothing to scoff at, but compared to $2.8 billion, I could see why people make the claims. However, it seems like Twitch needs this money to keep their business from failing.
Let me say pause real quick. One reason why I feel like Twitch has an error within it is the money and how the money is distributed, right? Because if you look at YouTube, YouTube has, when you sign, soon you go through the process to become a YouTube partner, they already tell you the stipulation. This is how much we getting as other cut. Yeah. This is how much you getting. Everybody gets the same cut. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. Also, with the super thanks and the donos, the same pay cut is strictly that's the cut. That's what you signed up for. Twitch, on the other hand, you sign up for, but hey, if you become affiliate, this is what you get. Hey, if you become a partner, this is what you get. Hey, instead of, I think you should have one even across the board, no matter how big the person is. When y'all start trying to cut deals with this person, that's what takes away from you actually being able to 100% control it. Because if we can all be completely honest,
it's complicated.
You don't technically need a creator. The creator needs you. Because let's all be honest, none of these creators have their own website. Because if they did, they were filter in, hey, y'all just come to me, let me get all the money, y'all give it to me. So at the end of the day, they still need you. No matter what creator leaves the platform, you're going to be able to fill the shoes for another creator. Yeah. So when creators be like, oh, fuck this platform, I'm going over here to this platform, that's why so many platforms can be like, okay, cool, you can go, because it's going to be another creator that's going to come up. Right. But your leverage is you need my platform to continue to grow. You have to be on this platform. This is how much you get paid out. Right. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nobody gets paid more than the next person. And that's the biggest problem Twitch. I look at it as Twitch has. I agree. That's one of the biggest problems.
To a blog post in November 2022 where Twitch president Dan Clancy, who is now the CEO, announced that creators who make over $100,000 in sub revenue will no longer get their 70-30 split. It will go down to 50-50, and over time, all creators will split the sub revenue 50-50 with Twitch. Why? Well, because it's too expensive to run Twitch. Delivering high definition, low latency, always available live video to nearly every corner of the world is expensive. Using the published rates from Amazon's Web Services Interactive Video Service, or IVS, which is essentially Twitch video, live video costs for a 100 CCU streamer who streams 200 hours a month are more than $1,000 per month. Now, what they said here is very misleading. If you want to start your own live stream platform, you can pay for Amazon IVS, or basically Twitch's infrastructure. The problem with Dan's statement here is there is simply no way Amazon is charging Twitch the same rate that anyone else would be charged for using IVS. Why wouldn't Amazon do that? Well, again, because Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon would charge me or you $1,000 per month to deliver HD live video to 100 concurrent viewers at 200 hours a month, but they likely charge Twitch at least 50 to 90% less than that. In fact, nobody has any real idea of how much it costs to run Twitch. Obviously, you have employee compensation with thousands of employees, but more importantly, billions of dollars per year in energy costs to maintain those servers and deliver perfect quality on-demand streaming all over the world, at any given moment. And although we don't know those costs, we can pretty safely say that taking a higher percentage from their partners is not going to cover the expenses. Now, regarding how much Twitch makes from bits, it's unclear, but I'm sure most streamers can agree that bits donations are nowhere near as common as subscribers. It was reported that Twitch generated $185 million from in-app purchases. I'm not sure if this includes subscribers and bits together, or if it's just bits and other microtransactions like badges, gift cards, and the loot cave. Either way, we are learning that at best, Twitch is generating roughly $750 million from subs and in-app purchases, or at worst, $185 million. Regardless of what the real numbers are, we know that without a doubt, Twitch could never survive on just paid subscribers and in-app purchases, which means that likely the $2+ billion in revenue they generated in 2022, pretty much it comes from advertising and brand partnerships. The problem with this is advertisements are destroying the viewer experience. Creators have a terrible revenue split with Twitch, which has led to a near 10% decrease in average viewership and watch time for the past 2 years. We all know how annoying ads can be. Besides when I do them. On an average Twitch stream, a viewer will get a minimum of 3 minutes of advertisements per hour. However, in late 2022, Twitch announced the rollout of the Ads Incentive Program, where they encourage streamers to run 8 to 10 minutes of ads per hour. Multiple minutes of ads being displayed consecutively will result in viewers either leaving the platform or clicking off to another streamer. The only problem is every time you click on a new stream, you will get hit with another non-skippable 30-second ad. There is no way to skip the ads. There is no way to escape the ads, and there is no way to rewind the stream and see what you just missed. This has led to a near 10% decrease in hours watched and average viewers from 2021 to 2022, and both of those metrics are also down in 2023 by 5%. Simply put, there are too many ads on Twitch, but that's a good thing for the company, right? Well, not exactly. Twitch does not have an immense amount of data on who their viewers are, because there isn't a whole lot to do on the platform to track it. Think about YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. In just a few minutes, you will be exposed to a large variety of different niches, and you are actively pressing the like button or stopping to engage with the content. The amount of specific information you give about yourself without realizing is just data that gets organized and used to sell targeted ads to you. Because of my Instagram habits, the app knows that I like men's streetwear and accessories, skateboarding, modern furniture, rap music, and golf, so they can send me ads related to those things. All Twitch knows about me is that I watch I'm Dante a lot, and that he's my favorite streamer. So they could maybe guess what I might be interested in based on what they think I'm Dante's viewers like.
Well, if that's the case, like, the algorithm system sucks. They should be able to have an algorithm as far as, like, what are you typically clicking on? Like, the type of content you're clicking on.
Talking about
Twitch.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. Right, and that's the
if
point.
If you have an account, because you can watch Twitch without having an account.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. I don't have a Twitch account, but I watch Twitch frequently. Well, not frequently. I used to. Mm-hmm. But the algorithm... Me personally, I'm not a geek, not a geek, but I'm not so much into, I was going to say a geek of algorithm and the metrics on that side. I'm a geek when it comes down to metrics, when it benefits myself, but I'm not like a super like stat nerd to understand like all the different algorithms and stuff. But there should be a way where, hey, so when you go on your homepage, especially when you sign in, only this is being recommended for you. It's this typical... Hey, you typically watch, say, Dante, and you typically watching Patrick CC. These are other creators. I shouldn't get recommended for no other creators that are outside of that typical niche.
Right.
So I can be able to be thrown. And then, hey, these group of people are involved in these type of games.
Right.
Are into that type of genre. So there's got to be something they could do.
Right. It has to be something, but why hasn't anything been implemented after all this time? You know what I'm saying? Because how long they've been around? For a minute.
Yeah. I just found out about Twitch like right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right before the pandemic, never knew about Twitch.
But they've been around.
They had been around. I was like,
damn,
they've been around that long?
So there should be something implemented, but the fact that it hasn't been, I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah, but let's also look at it like this. YouTube was around a while before it actually became the the platform that it grew to be. So I think it's still, at the end of the day, it's about trial and error. And I do think it takes time. But when I feel like pressured by competition, it kind of messes you up in how you can do it. I really think at the end of the day, Twitch got to look at it from within. They got to get a lot of stuff correct. But I think it possibly may be too late. Especially when it comes down to the money side of it. Right. It may be too late because too many people well, I've been doing it this long. But people fail to realize every corporation changes. Yeah. And it's just a change you have to learn to deal with. I think if they can change, because we have seen YouTube change how they pay out and how the money system works with YouTube. So that's where you have to figure out things. It's just it's a lot of stuff they have to change. Oh, my bad.
Guess what I might be interested in based on what they think I'm Dante's viewers like. And because of this, most advertisers don't feel comfortable using Twitch because they don't know if they are truly selling to their target audience. Are you drinking water? When you advertise on YouTube, a brand like Pampers can target as specific as 28-year-old married women that live in the eastern United States and are pregnant or just had their first child. And YouTube can run ads so that mostly viewers who fit in that category will see those ads. If Pampers went to Twitch with that target audience in mind, they would simply not know where to run the ads. The only thing that Twitch knows is that their audience is mostly men ages 13 to 35 who like video games. This eliminates a huge chunk of potential revenue because only a small amount of brands want to advertise to that audience. Energy drink brands, unhealthy snack brands, car brands, and other men's lifestyle brands love advertising on Twitch, which leads to interesting sponsorships like QT Cinderella baking a cake on a live stream, but with a Manscaped partnership that says "We save balls" on the screen.
It doesn't make sense.
We've seen that a lot, and we always say, bro,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make, like, I've seen, like, I ain't gonna name no creators, but I've seen creators that we personally watch, and y'all, trust me, y'all have watched, and it just, when they say, hey, I got a sponsor, or hey, I got to do this, I'm just like, it doesn't fit the brand because that's not what you're into. Right.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's okay to say no to some things because it just don't make sense. But
because we've been like, no lie, we've been approached by certain brands and certain stuff.
So many,
and we just like, it don't make sense. So we just chasing a dollar.
For
just
a lot
don't
of
make
people,
sense.
they could be like, well, y'all
there's money, y'all missing out on
y'all, whatever.
But what's the point of us?
I just cannot. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense, I can't do it.
Yeah, because we did a video before. And we was like, at the end of the day, it just don't make sense for what we do over here on this channel. But that's just what they want us to do and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit with what we got, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, cause it'll be like, it's kind of low key selling out. But let me say this, like how Dante, he used to do the Try Not to Get Lit. We used to watch them joints all the time. We never react to it. We just watch it on our own. But he'll have the is it Raycon?
Yeah.
The Raycon beats, the Raycon headphones, and I'm like, perfect ad because we listen to music, vibing.
That makes sense.
It makes totally sense.
That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That is how you brand deal.
What we doing? We say balls, but we baking what? What's you making?
But for one, we got a woman.
You know what I'm saying?
Your Manscaped is marketed to men,
right?
But we have a woman baking. This is not a man content platform. Now it would make sense if she baking, right? But what's the one that they do the meal prep plans?
Yeah.
What's the company that do the meals?
Oh,
like you got 10 meals.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That would make more sense though. That will make more sense for her.
For her.
For her.
It was something like that. What is it? I know what you're talking about.
Well, you get order them food and
I cannot think of
I can't think of it right now.
But I will say maybe if she has a lot of women, you know, that's her audience, and they may, you know, maybe it's around a holiday or something. They trying to think of a gift for their, you know,
it still don't make sense.
Then okay, maybe that's the idea, but at the same time, for your content, it still doesn't make sense.
And I think sometimes long term,
that's
gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt the content creator. because you just accepting brands from anybody,
and
you don't have you're not sticking to your brand.
Yeah.
Because once you become a content creator, you have a brand. Anything associated to your brand has to make sense.
Yeah.
And that's where you kind of need a management company or a manager to kind of control your brand.
Yeah.
Or just work with a social media person. Social media manager, somebody who can help you stay within your brand and help build your brand.
Thanks.
Advertising on Twitch, which leads to interesting sponsorships like QT Cinderella baking a cake on a live stream, but with a Manscaped partnership that says "We save balls" on the screen. To make things worse for advertisers, every deal has to be a long conversation with the ad sales team at Twitch, back and forth emails, phone calls, contracts, a process that takes forever. But any brand or individual can simply go to YouTube, click Start Advertising, and run a campaign without ever talking to anyone. Twitch will never be a real competitor if they don't figure out a way to get more reliable data on their users and create
or run bumper ads. YouTube has bumper ads. Everything doesn't have to be an actual pause in the content for an ad. Run a bumper ad. It just displays at the bottom of the screen no matter what you're watching. Yeah. It's a bumper ad. You cannot click off of it. It stays up there for 30 seconds. Or
that's an option because it wouldn't matter what it is.
Or hey, while I'm watching live stream, if I'm not full screen, sometimes a tab will pop up on the side. And hey, there go an ad. And then if not, you got a bumper ad at the bottom. Yeah. There's other ways to have ads besides pausing the content.
A real competitor if they don't figure out a way to get more reliable data on their users and create a programmatic ad system so brands can sell to their audience without relying on communication with a Twitch employee. And because of their inability to produce substantial revenue, they hired internal leadership who would shift the focus away from creators and towards driving profits. The senior vice president of global creators, Constance Knight, created a new initiative: cut costs, cut costs, cut costs. Every decision over the course of her tenure was fully based on how it was going to increase company profits, which isn't necessarily her position since she is the head of global creators. Therefore, the needs of creators were constantly being ignored. In one specific example, Knight said that burnout was not a valid reason for creators to not meet contractual obligations. If you don't know, most of Twitch's top creators have contracts directly with the platform where they are being paid essentially a salary or hourly rate to stream exclusively on the platform. These contracts require them to stream anywhere from 70 to 100 hours per month, which is roughly 3 hours per day or 4 hours per day if you want the weekends off. But the VP was not letting creators use burnout, or basically them being unmotivated to stream, as a valid excuse to not meet their monthly stream requirements.
That's messed up though, because now that's a job. And I'm sure you came on Twitch to not work a job. But also, I don't think y'all should
have that freedom.
Yeah, I don't think y'all should do contracts with creators, because with that, now you manipulating who you promote, and you giving a false drive of the platform.
But then it's also for me, I'm looking at it as if that is presented to me as a creator. I'm like, am I going to be able to, uphold this? Because in the beginning, you getting this contract, and you seeing that $sign. And you just like, where I sign it.
But now,
you know what I'm saying? But
it also shows that the platform is biased.
Yeah.
And it's not equal.
Yeah.
I think everybody, and that goes back to what I said in the beginning, I think it should be an equal payout throughout the platform. I don't think somebody should be able to get paid strictly from the platform.
Yeah.
I think needs to be an even level of how the money is exchanged. And if you don't want to put in the hours to get the money, you just don't get the money. You don't have to figure it out.
Facts.
So if you take away that, I think if you take away that system, then you find out who's a real creator or who's really here to engage with the audience, engage with their fan base, and engage to make great content. Mm-hmm. If you take away the salary, you're going to really find out who's here doing real content or who's here just because they were getting a check. It'd be like that, though.
Which led to Twitch employees feeling like the company was losing its way. 12 Twitch employees had gone to HR or logged complaints with their superiors overnight. 5 had left the company citing Knight as a reason. Now, some of you watching could never be convinced that sitting at a computer and playing video games could become a stressful or an annoying job in any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, it still is a job, and anyone can burn out from any job that they do every single day for years. Another previous Twitch employee took to YouTube to state how they feel about the company.
Twitch doesn't care about creators. Twitch cares about looking like they care about creators. Everything Twitch has done for the last 4 years has been with the goal of feeling like they understand and care.
Although this could seem like an employee who is just upset about being fired, Twitch has shown time and time again that no matter how large of a creator you are, they will take you down, even at your highest moment. Cenat, a creator who only just started streaming in February of 2021, dominated Twitch in all of 2022. He reached the very rare milestone of 100,000 subscribers, which made him the #1 most subscribed creator at that time. This prompted him to do a subathon, which was a 24/7, 28-day long non-stop stream in February 2023 to try and break the record for earning the most subscribers on Twitch in a single month. That record was previously held by Ludwig at 283,000. Not only did Kai break it, he demolished it, peaking at 306,621 all-time subscribers. It was reported that he earned Twitch $10 million, while Kai only received a $2 million payout. These numbers were false, and Kai did not appreciate the narrative.
Twitch made $15 to $20 million on Cenat, and Kai only brought about $2 million back to the. Bro, where y'all getting these numbers from? Where are these numbers coming from? Because now it's a narrative that I'm just a black man who's getting used for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Kai breaking the sub record was huge news, covered by publications like the BBC and Bloomberg, and most of us would assume that Twitch would do anything to boost Kai up. After all, he made history on their platform. At the very least, they would try to use this amazing moment to show the world what wonderful opportunities there are for creators on Twitch. They could
Well, one thing I want to know is, before they start making, if they were in the past cutting contracts with people, how long do these people be on the platform before they get a contract? I understand, you know what I'm saying, Kyle, as big as he is, but how long do you have to be on the platform
before they
offer you? Yeah. I know people going to be like, that shouldn't matter, man. He's the big... I get that, though. I get that. But
it's
also,
just a question of, like...
Don't always fall for the contract. Keep your options open, because you never know what those fine prints in those contracts are really like directed to. Every time somebody say, "Hey, I'm signing a contract somewhere," now they limit you on, because now your money is being limited.
Yeah.
Play the long game, not the short game. If you smart, be just because what Kai is doing now is so smart.
Yeah.
I just think. Sometimes as you get bigger, your circle got to get tighter, and your circle got to get as big as you. They gotta be now thinking about the brand. Yeah. It's not necessarily all about fun. Now this is a business, and we are a business. Cenat is not just Cenat from New York anymore. It's Cenat the business.
Yeah.
Moment to show the world what wonderful opportunities there are for creators on Twitch. They could squeeze out more press with Kai and do campaigns to get more people or brands interested in live streaming. But no, instead, they sent him a $100 pair of sneakers and banned him from their platform.
It better be a contract, and then congratulations, Kai, on your huge accomplishment. We are so proud of you, Laura, Anna, and all of your friends at Twitch.
Unfortunately, there was no contract in that package. Twitch did not see enough value in Kai to offer him a streaming contract. Or they are making a very strategic business move. Twitch is very top heavy, meaning the top creators are making all of the money. Only 5% of Twitch streamers made over $1,000 in 2021, and 50% of all of their revenue comes from 1% of their creators. Kai became a 1%er without getting an exclusive contract, which means Twitch is profiting immensely off him. It seems like they are not giving him a paid contract because they don't think he will leave. His largest audience and main financial vehicle is on Twitch, and if it was up to them, they wouldn't give streamers contracts to begin with. They want to get to a point where they aren't as reliant on the top 1% of creators. So if someone leaves the platform, they will be just fine. YouTube has 600.
That's crazy.
But that's what I think they're targeting this now. Now because now it's more about like them trying to figure out how to cut out these contracts.
Yeah.
That's why I think the reason why they didn't offer him a contract is it looks as though in the future they're finna go away. Because I did see last year. Was it last year when they started changing how the YouTube payout was gonna? I mean, not YouTube. Twitch payout was gonna be, and they were trying to re-alter the how everybody was gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to figure out a way to put everything on an even playing field so they can profit more.
I mean, that's cool and all, but
and sometimes you got to wait till those contracts expire before you can really make some shit shake. Because you like, I know in your head you like, hell, if y'all offer motherfucking contracts, y'all need to offer him a contract because he's bringing.
I mean,
but if you're not offering nobody else a contract right now.
I feel you.
Like you possibly, I'm saying as a business, as a CEO.
No. I know. I feel you.
Or could they possibly be upset that you're still using other platforms as well too? Because some people do that.
I'm gonna do that. I ain't got.
And that's the reason why I'm like, don't do the contract.
Yeah, and I get you on the contract. Like personally, if this contract says that I cannot.
But it might not say that though.
I know, but I'm saying hypothetically, if it says that I can't create on other platforms, then I'm good. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and get my bag from here, here, and here. But if it doesn't say that, then if y'all offering other people, I don't know if y'all are, but if y'all are, and I'm bringing in all this money for your platform, then I'm only worth $100 worth a $100, pair of shoes. Like what are we saying? We saw a creator say they had signed a contract with YouTube, and that's the reason why they never went to Twitch. It's because they had a strictly. They was like it was a while ago, but I'm still under the contract, and I'm contractually with YouTube that I cannot create
be on other
platforms.
So,
and I was like, that's very limited.
Yeah,
it's super limited. But if the contract doesn't say that I am limited. And I have to only, create on your platform, then I'll meet my contract.
Percent of creators. So if someone leaves the platform, they will be just fine. YouTube has 600 creators with over 10 million subscribers. If 20% of those people stopped creating, YouTube wouldn't be hurting financially. Eventually those creators will be replaced, but Twitch 1%ers can't be replaced as quickly or as easily. Maybe Kai is a transitional point for Twitch as a company to see if they can keep 1% talent without paying them additional money. Just a few short weeks after they sent him the sneakers, Cenat announced he was banned from the platform on April 17th. How could they possibly ban the #1 creator on the site? Nobody knew the reason why, but it prompted support from people like Kyrie Irving and Nicki Minaj. We later found out that Twitch told Kai it was from a GTA clip where he promoted simulated sexual activity. This was the clip.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! My boss! Did you come back? My boss!
He pretended like he was receiving services from a fake woman in a video game. Meanwhile, there's a ton of real borderline sexual activity on that website, let alone simulated. Twitch is just reminding him that he, no matter how big he is, will not be able to break the rules. And everyone knows Twitch's terms of service are extremely unclear. In 2019, Brazilian Twitch streamer Gabriel Baptista received a suspension because he showed a Pink Floyd poster during his broadcast. Faria was banned for wearing gym clothes that Twitch claimed looked like lingerie. Deller was banned for smashing a keyboard over his head. And Dr. Disrespect was banned for, well, they never told him why. Sadly, Kai's ban is just one of an extremely long list of incredibly stupid bans that Twitch has given out and will continue to in the future. So with Twitch continuously making the wrong decisions when it comes to profits, employees, and creators, is competition a real threat to their company? Recently, the live streaming platform Kick has made some noise after their $30 million plus deal where they exclusively acquired Aiden Ross. Kick works and looks exactly almost like Twitch. The main difference is that they have a much more lenient terms of service. Streamers can gamble, say and do just about anything they want without getting banned, and the biggest thing is that they are offering creators a 95% cut of their subscriber revenue.
Let me ask you this. You think Aiden still got the same juice like he used to have?
Same juice?
Yeah. same juice and pool as it used to have. Because the reason why I say that, I think they're gonna regret that.
Who gonna regret it?
Kick. Yeah. And this 95% ain't gonna stay the same. You're not gonna profit. Or I know what they're doing.
You ain't.
My bad. Go.
No, I'm about to say, to answer your question, I really can't say. Maybe not. I haven't really tuned into him to even know what he's doing right now. Like back then, when we came across him, I was, I seen, how he was moving, what he was doing. He was buzzing, hot, whatever. But lately, I haven't tuned into him personally myself. I'm pretty sure a lot of people still do, but personally myself, I haven't. So I'm just one person though, so I can't really say for sure. But yeah.
So Kick is moving like a startup company.
Mm-hmm.
A startup company, what you do is you trying to get everybody come over here.
Right.
All right, and we can give you 30 mil.
Most definitely.
Hold on, we can give you 30 mil, and we can say, hey, y'all get 95% of y'all revenue.
Yeah.
Because what they trying to do is
get
bring everybody over here.
Yeah.
Make it a big platform.
Yeah.
Then we sell, boom, for possibly $1 billion.
And all
that corporation gonna come in. No more 95%. We going to 40%.
And all everything y'all can be doing, all that stuff, that's going to change.
But they have to get the traction there. They're working as a startup.
When you told me about Kick and everything, there's really the rules are damn near non-existent basically, and you can do everything, and then the cut, I was like, that's not gonna last long. So I was like, that's not gonna last long. There's no possible way that a business, a true business that's trying to thrive, there's no possible way you can run like that. Nah. That's not gonna work.
Nah. I don't see, because eventually they're gonna sell, and whoever corporation comes and buy it, it's gonna change it.
Yeah.
Jared FPS, a Kick streamer, highlighted his Kick earnings at $3,800 for 800 subscribers, which would be about $2,000 on Twitch. However, I don't think this is going to be enough to really compete with Twitch. Think about all of the problems I highlighted in this video. Kick is going to have to deal with all of those same problems, but more importantly with advertisers, they will be targeting the same niche as Twitch, but with less censorship and more risque content. Advertisers will feel even less comfortable than they already do with Twitch. But the biggest problem is, Kick is built on Amazon IVS. Remember when Twitch said it was too expensive to run Twitch on IVS? Well, Kick uses the same infrastructure. The difference is, Kick is likely paying at least 20 to 50% more than Twitch is to keep their business operating. So in a way, no matter how successful Kick gets, they will be paying millions, if not billions, to Amazon, who could use that money to fund Twitch. Now, YouTube gaming, or their live streaming sector, could very well be a threat. The worst part about YouTube is that the live streaming experience is just not as good. The chat is chaotic and hard to read. You can't look at chat logs, which makes it really hard to moderate. The raid feature is terrible. The discovery page for live streamers actually looks like they don't update it. And they lack many of the small features that make Twitch streaming more dynamic and more fun. Yet even with all of those downsides, YouTube still holds nearly 15% market share in the live streaming space. So why is YouTube?
And we forget about Facebook.
Yeah.
A lot of people are on Facebook.
And personally, when I used to come across gaming and people, I was coming across them on Facebook. And then I see that they had a Twitch or whatever they was on, But yeah, and it's...
In the media marketing thing, when it comes down to it, I think YouTube and Facebook is the kind of the biggest things you need to invest into. Mm-hmm. If you want to do content-wise. I think Facebook will possibly give YouTube a run for its money. I think Facebook is low-key YouTube's biggest competitor when it comes down to it. Because as Facebook grows in that market, I think now, because everybody and their mama have a Facebook account.
Facts.
Everybody and their mom does not have a YouTube account. A lot of older people don't like YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom don't be on YouTube as much as she be on Facebook. So if you telling me she can get the content that y'all put on YouTube now on Facebook without having to leave off the platform, boom, there you got it. So
true.
YouTube still holds nearly 15% market share in the live streaming space. So why is YouTube a threat? It's very simple. YouTube has 2.5 billion monthly active users, compared to Twitch's 140 million. YouTube has a strong and reliable ad revenue system, which generated $29 billion last year. Plus, they are offering 70-30 splits for streamers. And if you build a following up as a streamer on YouTube, you now have a whole YouTube channel that you can post regular videos on. You just built yourself 2 assets at one time. Most Twitch streamers have to post clips of their streams on YouTube in order to grow. And even still, the translation is not that great, and they end up being more popular on YouTube. If YouTube just got their live streaming page to operate exactly like Twitch or Kick, which wouldn't really be that hard for them, it wouldn't make any sense for small streamers to use Twitch. 1% streamers like Hassan and XQC wouldn't immediately jump ship, or maybe never because they already have a huge following. At the same time, everybody has a price. Nobody thought Ludwig would switch platforms, but he did. So why hasn't YouTube tried to take over? Especially since I claim it'll be so easy for them. Maybe they just don't see live streaming as a worthwhile business investment. Think about everything I mentioned in this video. All the hurdles, all the expenses, all the bans, moderation, discoverability issues, creator contracts, advertiser uncertainty. Maybe YouTube thinks that live streaming will never be as profitable as video on demand, film, sports entertainment, and music streaming. Maybe live streaming will always be considered a niche subgenre of the entertainment industry. Until YouTube sees a bar packed full of people paying a $10 cover to watch Hassan debate Aiden Ross or Kai Cenat and 21 Savage react to Drake memes, they probably won't even bother. So what should Twitch do? Well, they definitely need to figure out a middle ground with ads. They need advertisers to pay the bills, and we as viewers understand that. Maybe a feature could be implemented that allows viewers to skip an ad or two just in case they pop up at a crucial time in the stream. Maybe even a feature that allows viewers to watch ads for a reward, or uninterrupted ad time when there's some downtime in somebody's stream. Kind of like how mobile games will allow you to watch an ad for a reward. Or you could exchange personal survey information for less ads. It's invasive, but hey, they're going to try to do that anyway. And after they improve their ad system, just keep the 70-30 revenue split with all creators, big or small. Most platforms provide a better split than that, so that's the least they can do. Also, more clarity and consistency when it comes to streamer bans seems like a very fair ask. Just tell people why they were banned, in detail. Timestamp it, provide a clip. Every single time someone is banned, it should be the same process. Most importantly, they need to improve discoverability for small/medium-sized creators. Twitch streamers relying on YouTube or TikTok to gain a following is absolutely ludicrous. Twitch is way too reliant on the 1%ers, and they're way too reliant on other platforms. Ultimately, I want to see Twitch win, and the streaming community wants to see them win as well. I think live streamers are incredibly underrated in terms of their entertainment value and ability to hold an audience for hours on end. But if they don't make these critical improvements, and YouTube just decides to invest $1 billion into making YouTube gaming a fierce competitor, I think Twitch could be on the verge of going out of business 5 to 10 years down the line.
I'll say this, one reason why I don't think YouTube has tried to take over their market, they were too focused on TikTok. YouTube
as a competitor.
We have a YouTube partner, and no slight, no disrespect, but every meeting we was having was always about YouTube Shorts. We tried it. I don't think it really works for us, but hey, we tried it.
Yeah.
No disrespect at all. We understand it's a business.
Had a job. Yeah, you had a job to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So at the end of the day, we understood YouTube focus at the time was on. Now we understand what their focus is on as well.
Yeah.
They are focused on live streaming because we have been told that, hey, how about going live sometimes? We've been approached about that. Right now, only thing is the equipment. We do lack equipment to be able to go live for y'all, and that's the only problem with that. We're working on it. It's just the gist of the knowledge of understanding. That's the only thing we've been trying to get this started to go live for over a year. It's just
it's taking so long, but
it's the knowledge behind the equipment,
yeah,
and that's all it is. Because we want to be able to get the right thing to make it go the way we would like for it to go. Yeah. We don't want to just put money into something and it doesn't work the way we would like for it to work. But it is coming soon. But YouTube, I'll say this: if TikTok goes away, Twitch be concerned. If TikTok is banned in the US, like they planning on to it, now the shorts thing is no longer a competition.
Right.
Because those creators gonna come to YouTube. Boom.
Yeah.
Now YouTube got, hey, we got the TikTokers over here. They're gonna be over here too. Twitch, what's up, fool?
Yeah.
How you doing? We coming for you. Now they're going to invest into that. Mm-hmm. The only problem, though, is, you know how everybody constantly keeps complaining about being banned on Twitch?
Yeah.
Your favorite creator always comes back.
Yeah.
Some get permanent banned. Like, we know some get permanent banned. Them little week bans that they get, week or 2 weeks, some of them, Kai probably has been banned a couple times.
Yeah.
I've seen Kai be banned a handful of times already. If he was banned like that on YouTube, he would be gone. Mm-hmm. It's called 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah.
Those banned on Twitch will turn into strikes, guideline strikes on YouTube. Yeah. Once you get 3 guideline strikes on YouTube in a row, boom, that clip he got banned on Twitch with, he could get banned on YouTube with as well. Possibly. But
I'm wondering if the live streaming, like
they still get hit with copyrights and stuff on live stream too.
No.
And the monetization, because you know how we can have a video up, and you can have a video up, because especially if you keep your videos like they do on Twitch. Yeah. Your video can be up for 2 years, and then you get a strike. Right. And you like, what the fuck? And then it's a video you done posted 2 years ago. Yeah. And you like the video we luckily we didn't get a strike on it. It got flagged and removed with the EDP video we had. Yeah. We uploaded that in our heydays, early heydays. It was guidelines. Yeah. We was like, all right, just remove it. That can happen. Yeah. And think about if you keep up your content on YouTube, that can happen and you be gone. So say for instance, a creator come up, they've been doing live streaming for 2 years on YouTube, and now that they have reached 500,000-600,000 followers, subscribers, and now YouTube say, hey, that content you did 2 years ago when you was on a come up, yeah, we don't like that now with our new guidelines. And now you gone.
Yeah, I get you.
I think that's what keeping Twitch around. I don't know if Kick will 100% be a competitor because it's too early into Kick.
It's too early into that to even compare it to anything right now. But the only thing I was saying, like with the YouTube thing, I was like, in my eyes, that's why I don't see them really as competition for Twitch right now. As far as like the things that you can do on Twitch and the rules, the guidelines, like all that, like, you know, you can listen to the music, you can do this, like the language, you can, like all of that. Like, I don't really see YouTube right now as competition in that aspect. Now, the back end stuff, money, the splits, all that, the contract, like that's that's different.
Positive on YouTube.
Yeah, like that's different. Now that's a competition because YouTube is more, stable when it comes to that. But
only way YouTube could do it is they have different guidelines.
That's what I was trying to say.
But then people complain another.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I was like, the only way that I would see YouTube being is if they possibly implemented different guidelines for live streaming. Yeah. Or even a whole, which I know that's money, but I'm just talking right now. But even like a whole, maybe, I don't know if this makes sense. You can say if it don't, like a whole different like app for live streaming, and not a app like the one we own now. Like
I say this,
just like a whole separate.
They tried that. I don't think it worked because they had with the YouTube for kids.
Oh, well, that's a little.
No, because people still was like, I don't want to go to a whole separate app for my kid YouTube, and then YouTube.
But that's different. That. I mean, I feel like that's different though. I wouldn't want to for that aspect. I wouldn't want to go to a whole different. But if it's just for live streaming,
I don't think
there's a certain type of audience that wants to watch live streaming. If you want to watch it that bad, I feel like you will go to that app.
I'm telling you, nah.
Well, that was just an idea. Just
I completely.
It was an idea,
and then
for that app, you have a whole different set of rules and guidelines and like just all a whole different. But it may not work. I'm just thinking right now. But you can go ahead.
I think we can elaborate on that. I could be able to elaborate on there with you a little easier
Mm-hmm.
off camera.
Whatever.
Cause I'll have to like really break it down a lot more. I
understand it may not work. Yeah, we got time. I understand it may not work, but it was just an idea, you know.
No, I could because I even said let's y'all change the guidelines up,
but that's the only way I feel like YouTube will be competition as far as Twitch is like the guidelines and all that. But
I'll say this also for Twitch to start making even more money, they would have to make the guidelines even stricter because you see what happened with YouTube. At a certain point, they had to stricken their guidelines because they started losing ad revenue.
Yeah, and to be honest, like if they do stay around, or if they do want to stay around longer than 7-10 years, then there's going to have to be changes.
Also, look what OnlyFans tried to do. They tried to keep this nudity and sexual explicit content because they was trying to get ready to sell. And the only way they were going to be able to sell to people is because those people were going to want to take the platform and make it advertising friendly. And advertising friendly content is not sexual or nudity content. Yeah. So OnlyFans were not able to sell, even though it was at its peak. And that's the reason why I said I don't believe Kit will have to change 100% before it can be able to. Yeah. So it looks good right now. Yeah. It ain't gonna last always. Yeah. Hey man, make sure y'all spam us up in the comments, man. We're gonna probably talk about this a lot more on camera, but y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below, man. But as always, I do go by the name DJ Kiddandceemgmt.
We are. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.